Hey everybody, it's Hannah and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be filming for you guys the 7 Deadly Sins book tag. Basically what this is just a tag with 7 questions, with each question corresponding with one of the 7 deadly sins. Without further ado, let's get started. Question 1, greed. What is the most inexpensive book on your shelf and what is the most expensive book on your shelf? For most inexpensive, I do kind of feel like I'm cheating a little bit because I didn't actually pay for the book. I was given the book. Also, I was given the book in like 3rd grade by my very best friend Oriana, and I still have it now, which is kind of funny, and it's Main Street 'Tis the Season. This is the 3rd book from the Main Street series. I only ever had 3 of them, but my best friend Oriana gave me this book for Christmas in the 3rd grade, and I still have it, so I definitely think this is the most inexpensive book on my shelf since I didn't actually pay for it. It was gifted to me, so. As for most expensive, since I don't actually know how much a lot of my books are, I mean I do and I don't, but I don't think I could pick out one that's most expensive. I'm just going to go with my Bible because I know that Bibles tend to run a little bit pricier depending on what kind you get, and mine is leather, and it's really, really pretty too. Look at like all like the leaves embossed in the front. But anyway, Bibles tend to run a little bit expensive, which is why I just picked my Bible just as a generic answer because I wasn't sure which one of my actual novels would have been the most expensive. Question 2, Wrath. What author do you have a love-hate relationship with? Of course, the queen of love-hate relationships with me because I love her, but she manages to break my heart with every single book she writes. Cassandra Clare. And I'm saying this because I'm so salty right now. I'm very, very bitter over the fact I just finished this last night and I died. I cried and I was angry and I just want the 2nd book to come out, but I know the 2nd book won't come out for a while because this book just came out in March. And I just need the next book to come out because I'm angry about the end of this book. I think I'm going to film a review this weekend and upload it next week sometime. And if you'd like that, give this video a thumbs up or comment down below because this book gave me so many feelings. I want to analyze all of the characters because all the characters in this book were so different. But overall, Cassandra Clare is the queen of plot lines that destroy my life. So, love-hate relationship right here. Question 3, Gluttony. What book have you deliciously devoured over and over again with no shame whatsoever? Definitely The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. I don't want to say it's my favorite book of all time, even though I can definitely say it probably is, because I don't want to admit that I'm picking a favorite book, because that's really, really hard. It's like picking a favorite child, and I just don't think that's fair. But you can definitely tell I've read this a few times, for sure. It's all taped up on the corners, and the spine's cracked a little bit. But this book is gorgeous. I mentioned this, actually, did I mention this in my last video? I mentioned this in one of my last videos about how it's set during World War II, and it's about a young girl living in Germany who is part of the Nazi youth and just what goes on with that. And this book makes me bawl my eyes out every single time I read it. I always know it's coming, but it always makes me cry. But I've definitely read this over and over again for that reason. Question 4, Sloth. What book have you neglected reading due to laziness? So, I'm a senior in high school and I work now, so every book that I neglect to read is due to laziness. But this one I'm extremely disappointed about because it was in my very first video as being one of the books that I wanted to read during 2016. And it's August, it's nearing the end of August, and I still have not done it yet, and I don't know that I'm going to get to it before the end of 2016, which is a little disappointing to me. And that book is Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand. And I'm sure you guys all probably know that I haven't read this book yet just because of the sheer size of it. It's like 1,200 pages long, it's huge, and I've talked about this before. I don't completely know what it's about, but it's massive, but it's supposed to be amazing, so I'm going to read it eventually, I promise. I just don't know that I'm going to get to it before the end of this year. Question 5, Pride. What book do you most talk about in order to sound like a very intellectual reader? I personally don't really think that I talk about a specific book in order to sound intellectual, but there's a specific author. I haven't read all of his work. I'm not trying to say I sound like an expert, but some of his works of writing are just amazing, and I do like talking about them whenever I get the chance to. But I'm actually kind of proud that I've read some of his stories before, and that person is Edgar Allan Poe. I've only read a few of his short stories before, and those are still amazing. I want to get through all of this eventually. This is 73 short stories and 48 poems, and I think his work is gorgeous. It's a little bit morbid, but I kind of enjoy it that way. I think it's very dark and very horror filled, which I think is really, really good. So yeah, I like to talk about Edgar Allan Poe when I get the chance because I definitely think more people should read his writing. Question 6. Lust. What attributes do you find most attractive in male or female characters? If you've watched my videos for long enough, you guys all know what my answer is going to be because I mention one of the books from this series in almost every one of my videos so far, so you guys should not be shocked by my answer for this. Yeah, so basically, Jem Carstairs or Will Herondale, so dream boys out there, get on this because they are my two favorite male characters in books, or at least a book series right now. So that's like my best explanation. I don't even care about traits or attributes, just become them and everything will be good. And last but not least, question 7, which is envy. What books would you most like to receive as a gift? For this, I have a little bit of a list. The first one would be the illustrated version of the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone book that came out. I know the second one comes out either it's this year or next year, but I definitely want to get started with the first one because I'd really love to collect all of them as they come out. Let's see. I'm looking at my Amazon wish list right here. Oh, I really, really want a copy of the annotated Alice, which is an edition of Alice in Wonderland with a bunch of annotations and notes inside, which I think is pretty cool because I love Alice in Wonderland. I also really, really, really want the box set of the series of Unfortunate Events because those are some of my favorite books whenever I was younger, and I'd really, really like to own all of them again. I say again, I didn't own all of them at one point anyways. I owned probably like half of them at some point. I really, really want this really pretty, like, leather-bound kind of edition of Peter Pan, and another edition of Alice in Wonderland because I want all of the books that were illustrated by, I don't remember her name, but the woman that illustrated all of these. I want all of these, but I really, really want the Alice in Wonderland version too. And off the top of my head, I think that's it right now, but those are the books that I most want right now. So that's it, everybody, for the 7 Deadly Sins book tag. I actually don't think I was tagged by anybody, and the first time that I saw this video, it was on Kat's channel over Catty-tastic, which is, the video was literally from like 3 years ago. She had her red hair still. So that's how you know how old this tag is. But I did just see it on somebody's channel recently. I'm trying to remember whose it is. I'm definitely linking Kat's video down below. If I can find the recent video that I watched, I'll link that one also. That way you guys can go and watch it. I don't really have any, actually, I have a few people that I think I'm going to tag, so I'm probably just going to end up tagging them down below. Let me pull up my list and I'll tell you guys who I'm going to tag, and you should go check out their channels because there's a couple people that have recently subscribed to me that I've watched their videos too, and I really, really enjoy their videos. The first person that I'm going to tag is Page to Screen to Taylor. She just recently subscribed to me and I subscribed to her as well, and I really, really enjoy her video. She has a really, really great energy about her, so you guys should definitely go check out her videos, and hopefully she'll do this tag eventually. And the second person is Reading is Therapy. She's also super cool. I just found her channel yesterday after she subscribed to me, and she is super, super cool. She's very, very well spoken, and I really, really enjoy her videos. So you guys should definitely go check out her videos and subscribe to her as well. And like I said with Taylor, hopefully she will do this tag as well. So yeah, I guess that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. I should be having new videos coming out pretty soon. Like I've said before, my tentative upload schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I guess that's it, you guys. Bye!